Fuck happiness. Stay angry. So, I don't know what it is with motherfuckers thinking that you should be happy. Whoever said that you should be fucking happy?
Children and I suffered the pressure.
Children suffer the pressure. Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you.
Welcome to the Krusty Towers, where our motto is, Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Oh man, that last one. So poignant right now. So crazy what's going on with the whole Epstein list thing, man. I don't really know. I have some thoughts on it. We'll get into that here in a minute. But first, I'd like to say hello to everybody on the panel. Hello, Tactical Muffin Top. How are you?
What up? Doing well.
How's it going, man? Mr. Ohio Patriot. Hola.
What's up?
Welcome to the chat. Lawfully Armed. How do you do, good sir?
Excellent. Went and saw Superman today. Wasn't because everybody acts like.
Was it good?
It was all right. Not the best Superman movie to date, but it killed 2 hours.
Nice. All right. Leo, what up?
Hello.
How are you, good sir?
Meh.
All right. Well, it is what it is. So you guys may have noticed out there or in the chat that the channel's name has changed again. Bomb. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah!
I just noticed that.
And why is it
Now,
changed? Why is it
Cycle
changed?
Cruiser.
Cycle Cruiser. Well, okay. Well, before I reveal to you, I mean, anyone can just look down and fucking see the fucking name change and the fucking thing. The name change is gay, says Dino. All right, well, whatever. You guys will get used to it, or you won't. I'm not sure. P320 nut. Fuck you. So I went on a show and did very well talking to the individual with whom I was having his show and his conversation with, and the subject of YouTube and analytics and monetization and that sort of thing came up, which then led to me talking about the fact that I have a YouTube channel, which then he was like, oh, shout out your YouTube channel name. And then I'm like, Honda 420. And he was like, because there's just, I don't know, man. Like the 420 thing and the channel, it has so little to do with what we actually talk about on a regular basis. And the fact that it's in the name implies that it's a main staple of the channel. And that, like, if you come here, that's what you're going to get is like weed content and stuff like that, which it really isn't, honestly. Like, yeah, it does come up in conversation on occasion. However, it's not the main focus of the channel by any means, right? No. And I have been kind of trying to, I don't know, steer the channel in a direction that interests me, because ultimately, I mean, that's if I'm not interested in what we're doing here, if I'm not interested in the content that I'm producing, then I'm going to stop producing it. So I really like doing motorcycle stuff. I do. I like riding the bikes and making the videos and putting stuff together, and I like doing the live chats. I really do. I like talking about politics and current events and conspiracy theories, and you know. So how do I combine those two things into a name that when I go on to someone's channel and start talking about YouTube analytics and the fact that I do a YouTube channel comes up, I'm not embarrassed to mention the name. So The name is Apolitical Biker, which is kind of a play on words, right? Because it's like I'm just another political biker, right? A political biker. Or is it that I'm apolitical? Like I am anti-political? Maybe a little bit of that too. I don't know, man. But that's the name that I came up with, and for now, and probably for a long time, that's going to be the name of the channel, like it
How
or
many
not.
hours did you ponder this, Honda?
What's that?
How many hours did you ponder this?
I thought about it for a day and then slept on it, and yeah.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
don't know. How many hours do you think about things like tactical muffin top? Like how long did it take you to come up with that?
I didn't. I just have been preaching tactical muffin top for big boys since I've been a big boy doing tactical muffin top stuff.
Fair enough. I don't know. It seems like it's more appropriate to the type of content that I'm trying to produce on the channel currently. And it's also a name that when someone's like, hey, what's the name of the channel? You're not like Honda 420. Like, what does that even fucking mean, dude? But a political biker or a political biker, kind of know what you're talking about already. You kind of know what you're expecting. You kind of know what the channel is going to be about before you even get there, which in theory would sell more people on checking out the channel who would be interested to see the content anyway. You know what I mean? So that's both the thoughts behind and the reason for the name change.
I can get behind that.
And yeah, I'm still gonna be Honda here. Like I'm not gonna change my name in the thing. Still Honda. I'm just apolitical biker is the name of the channel. You know what I mean? So
you should change your name to the bike you enjoy riding at the time.
Yeah, but that changes periodically, and I have more than one bike that I currently enjoy riding. So
there you go.
Plus one.
And I don't want to call you Lisa.
Come on.
We're not going back to Mark.
I mean, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. You can call me fucking
Marky Mark,
and I'll be like, well, it's not true, but what do you want?
At least you're positive about it.
Marky Mark. There you go.
I'm excited for you. I think this will help you in the algorithm, and I think it'll help people share your channel by word of mouth. Because I can tell you, I feel dumb standing at the gun counter saying, yeah, sometimes on this dude's channel, Honda 420, and you get eyebrow raises for anybody younger than 40.
Well, and that's the thing. Like the guy that I was on with is someone who talks philosophy, and he's very, very smart, and he, you know what I mean? And like, he was someone that I would like to have impressed, and I believe that I did until it was like, hey, what's the name of the channel? And I'm like, like I almost didn't want to say it. You know what I mean? Because I knew how it would be received. So
I have the perfect logo in my head for your new channel logo, Honda. It's a bike doing a wheelie, and the gas pipe, or the exhaust pipe, has your channel name in it.
I was thinking like Paul Revere on a motorcycle doing a wheelie. Like someone in like, I don't know, colonial times garb back in the day, but then instead of riding a horse, they'd be riding a motorcycle, and the motorcycle's doing a wheelie, and I'm like, I don't know, running over a red coat or something. I'm not sure.
Did you put it over to Gronk yet?
No, actually, that's a good idea.
You should just have that be a motorcycle rider and have it be as like his cut AP for apolitical, and then like 3% carry that gap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then here's the other thing. AP, apolitical. It's the AP news, right? So there's that, and then APB, like an all points bulletin. That's apolitical biker. Like there's all kinds of little fucking. When I thought about it, I'm like, it's got to be the name.
You still got to update your channel description.
Yeah, there's several things I got to do. There's several things.
Here tonight on the Gay Frog Chat, we're going to pick apart Honda's hopes and dreams.
You can try. Done before.
Oh, I did get my first nod from a biker when I was out riding.
You got to give him. You got to give him the peace sign, but upside down, right? So you don't put your two fingers up. You put your two fingers down as you pass them.
It's Superman.
And that's like the biker like, hell yeah, brother! You stay safe out there. You keep them two wheels, the rubber side pointed down. That's kind of what that means.
I just flip everybody off.
Yeah, if you do that, they'll, dude. Like I'll do it in my car sometimes, and bikers will give me the nod. So,
I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm a brother."
Was it a nod or was it a wink and a nod?
Ooh.
Well, he had a helmet on, so couldn't see the wink.
He might have blew you a kiss, Leo.
I think it was like 4 or 5. Then like one in the middle looked at me. He gave me a nod, kept going.
So
I also gave a nod back, just to, I didn't be a dick about it.
You are a dick.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But.
So did we get hoodwinked?
What are your thoughts on the Trump administration seemingly covering up the Epstein list? We've got now Dan Bongino refusing to show up to work today until Pam Bondi is either resigned or fired or removed from her position. We have Kash Patel saying, well, if fucking Dan Bongino's not showing up, like I may consider quitting too. Like if he quits, I might be quitting, right? And all of this seemingly is over the Epstein list. It all seems to be because of what's going on with the Epstein list, which they've gone on TV multiple times now and said, hey, this list that you're talking about, it doesn't exist. We went through all of the evidence. We have everything. The only videos that we have show Epstein getting service. There's no other people who have been involved. What else? Oh, yeah, the video that we released shows, the hours and before and after the supposed murder or suicide or whatever it was took place. But there's an edit where it's missing a minute, and if you actually look at what you're supposed to be looking at, it's just like a very small sliver of a door that leads to a hallway where his fucking cell is. So what is it even showing you? Nothing. Multiple people walk by, multiple people come in and out. There's no like fucking usable timestamp that I could see. So that's fucking useless. And then like the way that Trump went on TV and fucking like got all very defensive about the whole like being even asked about Epstein, like, oh, we're still talking about this guy. Like the way that he deflected, and he obviously got flustered. It seemed to me that he was obviously flustered by that whole thing. So
I honestly
that all adds up. Sorry, I'm almost done. That all adds up to very suspicious behavior on behalf of the Trump administration with regards to the Epstein list, which many of the people in the cabinet had promised prior to becoming cabinet members or FBI or whatever, Bongino, that they would fucking day one release the list. So, number one, why has that not happened? Number two, what is going on with this strange behavior? And I guess number three is just what are your general thoughts? So anyone can go.
Yeah, I think two things on this. I think that Trump has seen the list. He knows who's on it. He knows in the federal government who's on it right now, whether it be Republican or Democrat. And he knows if this happens and it comes out, that you're going to see chaos in the streets. It potentially could lead to a revolution, a civil war, something else like that. And he wants to stop that from happening. But I also think there's a lot of candidates right now running for the 2026 midterms that are on the fucking list, whether it be a Vivek type, whether it be somebody else like that, I don't know. But it would not surprise me in the least. There's a lot of people running for governors right now that are on these damn lists. And he wants to put them in power, knowing that they're pedophiles. And I'm not okay with that at all.
I think you're missing a huge piece, but I'll get to my opinion here in a minute. Anybody else? Anybody else got thoughts on that?
Tim Pool just retweeted that. What's the name? Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine said that she's willing to reveal the Epstein client list.
Well, she's about to get suicided. Weird. What's up, Duke?
What's up, baby? All right, so here's what you got, man. Number one, why? It's because he's on the list, and there's incriminating information on there. Is my thought. Like that's right. That he's on the list, and there's bad things on the list. That's the only reason why it's being held. Or number two, like 1.1 or 1.2, there's such damning incrimination on the list or people on the list that it would destroy everything. That's and the powers that be are still controlling everything and controlling him, and he doesn't want to die. Maybe there's threats against those are the only two things. Either he is on the list or he is protecting other people on the list.
Okay,
because those are the only two reasons why.
Well, there could be another reason.
Shoot it for me. What is it?
What about mine?
Oh, well, go ahead.
I'm offended. Hey, Duke. I think that we called it here first. We were never, ever going to get the list. Okay? It was a pipe dream that he got a bunch of people, maybe not as high IQ people to vote for him. It was a big bullet for them, right? A big bullet point that they needed to have and hear. And that gave them something to rally with. But I think Duke nailed it. I think probably 60% of the government would fall if this releases, and we can't afford that at our current state of weakness. I think that if that happens, we will probably fall because we'll lose too many people at the top, that we need right now.
Oh, I don't buy the will fall thing, and I certainly don't buy the civil unrest and people will go to the streets.
No, I think it'll be the World War III.
I don't think any of that's going to happen.
Pulling the strings. You think?
I don't know. People, you could tell a majority of Americans that half of Congress is on the list and did bad things. There's going to be some upset things and people in trouble, but nobody's walking outside their door.
Okay, here's a question for you.
So there's that.
Would you be willing, in the name of releasing this list and finding out exactly who's on it and exactly what they did, sacrifice your children? And I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not saying in some strange scenario in which you get to like black magic trade the life of your child for this information to be released to the public.
Oh, you're saying
that
yeah.
The fact that this list has not been released may be why certain wars are ending and certain people have come to tables to talk about certain things that are going on in international circles, right? Like, let's face it. Why is the Epstein thing, why was it even set up? Like, why was he allowed to get away with basically doing things with children for so many years? Because it was a honeypot, deep state intelligence operation where they were using Epstein to get dirt on people in power in order to manipulate them into getting things that they want. Now, you hand that list to Trump, and he can either release the list and get nothing from people who are trying to like work against him, who are funding things that are bad and such, or let's say, just play a little mind game right here. Let's say Trump is using that now that he's got that list, right? Maybe he's using it to get policies passed. Maybe he's using it to end wars. Maybe he's using it in a way that makes America great again, in the way that he promised the American people, and the only thing that he can do is lie to us in order to get that to happen. And it's unfortunate, and it sucks, and it's hard to trust someone when they're lying to you and you know that they're lying. Because here's the other thing. I think that they did it so blatantly and so obviously that they're saying, like, wink, wink, nod, nod, there's nothing on the list, right? So there's that part of it too. And then final issue is if Trump was on the list, if Trump had this blackmail information on him, and presumably it had been for years ago, do you not think that the Democrats would have already released that? Do you not think that the people in power would have used that against him to keep him out of office? 100% they would have.
Good point.
100% they would have. And the fact that they didn't means that they don't have it. Because if they had it, they would have used it. So
wait, so what were they? So how do we have it, but they didn't have it then? So how do we have it now? Or
they had it then, we have it now. Like,
okay,
like the Biden and whoever administration before had it before, and now Trump administration has it now. I don't think they had it last time they were in office.
You're saying okay, but you're saying that your theory is that he's possibly using it to further the MAGA agenda.
Yeah, it's blackmail. He's using it to blackmail people into getting what he wants. And so far, all that he's ever done, as far as I can tell, is end wars and do things that make America stronger. So
okay.
If he's willing to do, and then the other side of the coin is, like, leading up to all these talks about the war between Israel and fucking
Iran,
thank you. Like, they didn't want to stop the fighting. They wanted to keep bombing. They wanted to keep doing things. He got them to stop. And they were talking about, the administration was talking about this list, this Epstein list, in the weeks before. And then all of a sudden, they, like, changed their tune at the same time that they're getting their way in the war over there. And they're getting people to stop dropping bombs. Like, that seems a little fucking, like, hey, keep dropping bombs. See what happens to that list. Okay, we'll talk. All right, I guess we got to fucking get in front of the camera. Now that we're talking, we've got this thing for the most part resolved, and you know that we got you by the nuts. I guess we have to get in front of the camera and lie to the American people and tell them there was nothing on the list.
Well, I will say that that's a very good theory, and that it would explain his ability to instantly shut down other powers that be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did it, like, he went to India. It was like, yo, India and Pakistan, end it, and they ended it. And then he goes over here to Iran and Israel, and of course, there was a little bit of, like, back and forth in between, and he gave that great quote. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That was good. But wow, okay, I will say that is a very reasonable explanation, but then that doesn't. So then you're telling me Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are either behind that? Like, how does that factor in? Or they are not in the know?
I don't know. Maybe that's. And I'm not sure, dude. Honestly, but maybe what would fit is they need a fall person. They need someone to take the blame for the fucking debacle that has been this whole Epstein list thing. And it might be Pam Bondi. They might need to fucking put Pam Bondi on the chopping block and fire her and blame her and make her the bad guy so that everyone else can be like, well, we tried, you know.
But so what's the play here? He had the list and didn't release it properly, and that's what we're gonna get mad at her about? I mean, like, help me out. Like, what are we? How does that play out?
I'm not sure.
So in the last couple of days, there's been talk going around that Trump is actually using the blackmail against the people that make up the deep state right now. And to get rid of them, if you paid attention to the news in about the last 24 hours, there's a bunch of State Department people that got fired recently. And I'm kind of wondering if some of those are deep staters.
You think Trump's on that list, guys, though, honestly?
Yeah, we already know he's on the list, man.
Yeah.
It showed him, like, pictures and videos hanging out with Epstein. It doesn't mean he did anything over there, but just that fact.
Right. When I say the list, I mean the list of people who they are blackmailing because they have fucking blackmail information on them.
Maybe.
I don't think he is. Unless it's like the biggest double cross in the history of double crosses, where Trump's just been playing like this, like, right-wing populist America First person, when actually the entire time He's been secretly working for the fucking New World Order, fucking one world government deep state thing that they've been trying to fucking bring into power since George Bush Sr., you know?
I mean, I'll tell you what. There's been a part of my brain that has been concerned that this has all been a psyop. And it's like the most unhinged, perfectly orchestrated psyop to ever create the polarization of two different paths to create us to hate each other more. And that, I mean, that, how, I mean,
I would agree with you, except for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton really thought she was going to win.
Okay,
Hillary Clinton really felt like she got cheated. Hillary Clinton really, really doesn't like Trump. Like,
yeah, but I think like that's the play though. If I'm the big dog behind the screen, I'm so behind the curtain. I'm so big that you don't even look at me, and I want you to look at Hillary Clinton, and I want Hillary Clinton to be surprised that I pulled the rug underneath her, and that I was done with them, and the era of MAGA is here, and the era of, you know, that wasn't gonna do any good for me, so I'm just gonna I would play Trump, and then it's almost as if it was like Biden was played so well to then ramp up the Trump era, and I guarantee we'll have a big swing of Democrats in the next election, just because like that's how the pendulum swings even higher, because we had Obama, then we got Trump, and then we got like Biden-Harris craziness, and then we got Trump 2.0 with J.D. Vance. So
okay, the other thing that disproves that, I think, and tell me what your argument is, maybe I'm wrong, is the Trump assassination attempt. That was seemingly, obviously coordinated with the Secret Service, where they gave this guy a huge fucking window, every opportunity to take multiple shots at the president from like 100 yards away with a fucking AR-15 that could have been able to hit him easily, but he just sucked or whatever.
They picked schmoes for it, though, dude. It was all theater. I think it's all theater. I think they let it happen, and they're like, hey, if this retard can do it, cool. If not, we got two other retards. Have you looked? Neither one of them, nobody, the Ukrainian general, dude, whatever, the guy that had like a zip-tied freaking scope on his gun, the freaking weird mullet head kid, whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, they're not all A-list, B-list, C-list. They're like freaking bottom tier, straight.
Right, but my point is, if Trump was in on it, if Trump was secretly a double-cross agent, do you think he would have let them take pot shots at him from 100 yards away?
I mean, the theory I have is not infallible. Like I would agree, those are all good reasons why it's not that way. I don't prescribe by this theory. I think he is most likely a decent guy, a businessman who's been turned and trying to do what's best for our country. I do not think he is controlled by the deep state. I'm just saying that's in the back of my mind. So yes, it's you could pick my theory apart very easily by things like you just brought up. I just think
that would be the main two things that I could point at is Hillary Clinton, the way that she reacted seemed genuine. I don't think, unless she's just like a fucking amazing actress, you know. So there's that, which I'm not saying is impossible. Like maybe she is, right? But for Trump to like take a bullet to the ear to sell this to the American people, like,
I mean, it was the
that's
moment
a little bit more unbelievable.
We all said like that's why he won. I mean, that was the injection of greatness he needed to cement the victory, which I think.
Well, he also won because he was running against terrible fucking candidates.
I mean, it was the worst. If I'm on that side, I told people that constantly. Who I talked to on the other side, I'm like, you really think that that's your best candidate? Like, there's 10 other guys. 10 other people right now that you could have named that could have done better than her.
Well, they backed themselves into a corner though, because they were covering up for Biden, because they get the auto pen and they can do whatever they want as long as Biden's in power, and we can keep convincing the American people using the mouthpiece mainstream media, telling everybody that he's perfectly fine. Don't believe your eyes and ears telling you that he's fucking incredibly old and senile and there's no fucking way he should have power. We're telling you because we have the authority that he's actually okay. And they pushed it so far that it went all the way to the election. They're like, shit. Now he's actually got to do a fucking debate. I know. Let's do an early debate. We'll throw him under the bus, and we'll do the old switcheroo with drunk-ass Kamala Harris, because technically she can get the campaign finance money and use it for advertising, so that takes care of that problem. So they back themselves into a corner where those were the only two people that they can run. And one of them can't talk because his brain doesn't work, and the other one can't talk because he drinks too much wine in the afternoon. Or maybe she's just dumb. I don't know. One of the two.
I think they had to play Trump because ultimately we need a meat grinder, and he's the only one who is going to get enough people to volunteer for war, and something's going to pop off directly to where we have to have some bodies moving.
Well, and think about how hard they tried to first of all, get him out of office. They were willing to shut down the entire country under the false guise of a sickness that was going around, that we need to shut everything down. We need to quarantine healthy people in order to keep the old people safe. Fuck the children, right? All of that stuff. So crash the economy, and then when the economy's crashed, we can all blame it on Trump because technically he was in power at the time, and we can put in our fucking corporeal corpse, Biden, in with his auto pen, and we can do whatever the fuck we want. That was the whole play, and it worked, right? Because they also had little fucking cheating methods that are still coming out, that they're still investigating, that certain states like have covered up. And yeah, like, you want to go into that, fine. Like, there's a lot of people who get super upset when you bring it up because they know that you're fucking right. I think like those super leftist people, you start talking about the cheating and they're just like, ah, because they know that if you actually fucking dig into it deeply, which they never will, they won't ever listen to you do it. But if you do, that you're 100% correct, and everything looked like it was stolen because it was stolen. And not to mention, look at the January 6th people. Is there a single person that they ever interviewed, that the mainstream media ever interviewed at any point and said, hello, January 6th person who was arrested and went to jail for insurrection on January 6th? Can you please tell us why you were there? What were your thoughts that day? No, they can never do that. They can never say that because it completely breaks their narrative. There's not a single person that was there that day that was in their mind there to overthrow the government and install Trump because they knew that he lost, but they were going to put him in anyway. No, not a single person thought that. They all thought that he got cheated, and they were there to fucking stand up and tell the government that they had to look into it. So, yeah. It's
what's worse?
Good.
You know what's worse than January 6th? Any weekend in Chicago.
Yeah.
There you
Very
go.
true.
Past month in California.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just normal for you now, Leo.
Well, remember, Go ahead.
I think what a lot of people are glossing over is the fact that Democrats have not only been cheating in presidential elections for the past few years, they've also been doing so in governor's races across this country, as well as other state races. There's more evidence out there for your state, Duke, Michigan, to recall Whitmer, Benson, and Nissel out of the AG's office, the Secretary of State's office, and the governorship, because they definitely cheated 2022. I'm pretty sure they also stole 2018 too.
And they would have cheated in 2024 if they didn't spend, if the Republicans didn't spend millions of dollars training thousands of people in every jurisdiction across the country to go in and watch the polls and, like, here's what you look for, here's what you have to say, here's how you report things, like, go through the entire list and train people how to do it. And then people showed up in such numbers and voted a certain way to where he won the popular vote, and there was nothing that they could do. And I'm telling you that there's nothing that they would have stopped at in order to keep him from getting back in office, seemingly, right? And if there was anything that they had on some tape in Epstein's fucking file drawer or whatever, I'm willing to bet money that we would have seen it, that we would have known about it, that it would have been out there, that Trump would have been put in prison for it, that etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, I don't believe he's on the list. And I do believe that there is a list. I do believe that they have the list. I don't believe we'll ever see it because I believe that it's the most valuable thing in the fucking world. It's worth more than any amount of money. because you have dirt on the most powerful, important people in positions of power in government and business around the world. And for the first time, you can use that information for the good of the American people. It's not for the good of the rich. It's not for the good of those in power already. It's not for the good of the deep state. It's for the good of the American people. And like, how many things has Trump been winning on lately too? You know, like, you don't hear much about the tariffs making everything cost more these days, do you? No, because it hasn't happened. And like, yeah, we're starting to put tariffs on certain countries now, but still, I think that's a negotiating tactic. That's a way to get them to come to the table and give us what we fucking want, which is what we fucking want. We don't want the tariffs necessarily. Like, I guess if you're not going to negotiate with us and you're not going to fucking play ball, then we're going to fucking slap some tariffs on you, and fucking wheat from Canada is going to cost more for the next couple of years or whatever. Big fucking deal. You know what I mean? I would rather that than us fucking kowtow to these people and let them fucking continue to walk all over us, which has been the way that things have been going for the past fucking 40 years, dude. Like, I remember watching a movie, it was Michael Keaton. He played some factory worker that was working with Japanese auto workers, and they were building a fucking plant in Japan and like sending jobs over there, and like how sad it, you know what I mean? Like, that's how things have been going since I was a fucking little kid. And you look at places like Flint, Michigan, right? Used to be, you know, very industrial. There'd be a whole bunch of stuff there, or like Michigan in general, dude. How many cities in Michigan are just fucking dead now because they were centers of industry? Cadillac, Michigan, fucking Detroit, the Motor City, like fucked over and sent to China or sent to wherever because we'd rather pay a little bit less for things and fuck the American people over. Well, they're doing it the other way now. Who the fuck, chat, is this? What did you do? What did you do to Honda? I am still Honda, but the name of the channel is now Apolitical Biker. I explained it earlier. Sorry, you have to go back. I'm not explaining it again. I spent like fucking 10 minutes talking about it. Oh man, Calhoun dropped another one and says, "Are you that Mad Mark guy that took over for a while? When will Honda be back?" XD. Well, again, I'm still Honda. It's just me. Just the name of the channel. Because I want to be able to like tell people to check out the channel without being embarrassed about the name. That's all. All right. Anyway, I forgot what I was even talking about.
There is a list. They're just not going to release it in our lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, they might list, like, I think we can infer some of the names that are on the list because there's definitely a flight log. So anyone who's been on the plane is a suspect. There have been court cases in which girls who are supposed victims of Epstein have named names. And if two or more girls name the same name, I think you can corroborate that with the flight list and come to conclusions. You know what I mean? So we're looking at the Prince of England or whatever. What was his name? Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
And
you were reading my mind. I
think Clinton is pretty well fucking proven. Like Bill Clinton, Slick Willie, they call him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who else, you know, and you know, I don't have any information that anyone else doesn't have. There's no like fucking archive over here at the Honda headquarters where you know what I mean?
Honda headquarters.
We all hate change. Well, get used to the name, man. I like the name. I think the name's a good name. Apolitical Biker.
It's your channel, man. You do whatever you want. Anybody who doesn't like it, you know, that's their problem.
Go watch Tactical Muffin Top if you don't like it.
Yeah, that guy's a queer. What's up?
Why no Rumble? Am I not on Rumble right now? Oh, I guess not.
Probably when you changed it.
A political biker, not on a Wumble.
I thought I pressed a button. I guess I didn't.
I don't think you can change your name on Rumble either. At least you can. I have it figured out.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about Rumble. I literally have not thought about Rumble for a minute.
Really?
How's Rumble
I enjoy
stock
it.
doing?
I don't know. I like Rumble. A lot of gun tubers have been switching to Rumble because you can actually handle your firearms and stuff over there. Like
how
YouTube
do you
was
change
back
your
in the day.
name?
Year to date, it is down.
Hmm.
The stock value of Rumble has almost halved in the past 12 months.
Perfect.
Wait.
Huh. We'll have to look at that later because it's not obviously apparent how you change your name on Rumble.
I have to watch a YouTube video how to change Rumble.
Just make a whole new Rumble. That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble are not second-class citizens, X Adam 1. It's a tool, and we must use all the tools at our disposal.
So what else is going on in the world? Sorry I missed last week, guys. I was kind of busy one day, and then I was just tired the other, so I just didn't do them either day. Suck.
I took a medical class today.
You took a medical class?
Yeah, I did a stop the bleed. I had a wound packing thing. We put tourniquets on each other. It hurt like a bitch, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I got a lot of pretty good knowledge, actually. I was shocked. We don't really have that kind of stuff around here, and this person actually went to one of our MAG members' houses, and like they paid a premium to get him to come teach the class, so it was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was.
So you just get to show up and kind of mooch off the person who paid the premium?
I did, yeah. They paid for everybody in the class. It was awesome. They're loaded, so it's, they should have, because, I'm poor, but,
Relative to most folks, I wouldn't say poor.
Yeah.
But don't give out the net worth of people you immediately know either.
Yeah, I didn't. I said the filthy freaking loaded.
Eduardo says if APB changed his genders, I would still watch.
Wait a minute.
P320 net.
That's hilarious. You can start calling me Hyundai now.
Oh my. Do behave.
Hyundai 69.
Dude laughed so hard he fell out.
MSB dropped in $10. Thanks, man. It says, okay, the name ain't bad. I saw your video the other week. You sped past the cop with someone pulled over. Here's a contribution for your law enforcement and consequence fund. Yeah, there was a guy who got pulled over the same spot that I got pulled over for going 7 miles an hour over the speed limit. And so I fucking sped away from his scene to try to get the cop to be like, fuck the police. Should have made it Rhonda. How's Never Enough Ammo doing? How's everybody else doing? I feel like I haven't talked to anybody in like a week, man. How are things in Chicago, Leo?
Well, I had to yell at an old Indian lady in the subway over the weekend. She accused me of being a serial card decliner.
Was she Indian with a dot or Indian with a feather?
Dot.
The dot Indians. I'm not always a fan. I gotta admit.
The dirtiest ones of them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
On an individual basis, I will treat people how they treat me or whatever, but I've just had some negative interactions with the engines
I
sometimes.
feel like the feather ones are dirtier.
No, they're not.
The feather ones don't like
Engine
tipping
is a
very
pejorative
much.
for a
I know
native.
that.
If they're drunks, though, they piss and shit on themselves.
I've dated one. They are very clean.
Joseph, I like that.
I'm 25%, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to the tribe, is what I'm telling you.
Well, you're a dude too, so.
You're 25% engine.
Mm-hmm.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little engine. Oh wait, 3 1/4. That one was mixed.
Ooh. That was a cheating kind one.
That was
Now here's the question: are you a quarter Indian by consent, or?
I mean, I didn't really get
By
much choice over
conquest.
what Grandma and Grandpa did, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh well, I guess it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, they're not like the running around, bow and arrow kind. They're the modern day ones where you just do like meth on the ranch and stuff. It's fine.
Well, there was a point like if you were half Indian and you didn't know your father, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because the mom didn't. She wasn't about it.
Ask for consent.
Yeah.
engine bastard.
Like Jon Snow. What do you call that one? John Feather.
Except it turned out that Jon Snow was not actually a bastard. He was the son of Ned's sister.
Yes, he was Aegon Targaryen. That's correct.
Well, Muffin Top case, it would be what his last name would be Field or Corn.
This is true, yeah. You can't deny that.
His last, yeah, like the bastards from Nebraska are called corn.
Two squirrels fucking.
We're the great tribe of the Chungus squirrels. Don't be playing.
I bet you have some pretty good hunting though. Like when all those fucking farmers' lands are like empty, if you have permission, man, there's got to be like some pretty good deer around there munching on all that fucking GMO corn.
Yeah, that's why our deer are humongous.
You ever have like fucking crazy tumors or something from all the fucking chemicals and food that are out there?
No, our deer are just like twice the size of Kansas deer and all the other tiny deer because they're corn fed. It's pretty great for my freezer.
I want some corn-fed deer.
Well, come on over there, son.
They
I've got a
the
goddamn
biggest-
hunting rifle that I've never used except for sighting it in, so
Oh
that's
my
pretty
God,
sad.
That's sad, yeah.
Probably cheaper for you to travel to Nebraska and buy an out-of-state tag than just for you to buy an in-state Colorado tag.
I don't know, man. Out of state tags like $600 here. It's
Yeah,
retarded.
in-state tags for Colorado are pretty cheap. Out-of-state tags in Colorado rape you. I know that.
Oh, no.
Like in-state deer tag. Colorado. Costs $49.15. A $12.47 habitat stamp is also required for all hunters. So I guess you're looking at $62.60 approximately.
Is there public land that you can hunt on, or do you have to?
Colorado is like 70% public land. There's more public land than private land. By a lot.
Public
Well, I mean-
hunting here sucks.
I mean
It's
public
like
as far as hunting, not public for piking.
Well, I mean, it's got to be basically BLM land, as far as I understand, right? Which is national forest land. Which there's huge tracts of national forest land in Colorado.
Good.
But I don't know, dude. I've never fucking. I'm not the fucking hunter guy. I don't fucking know. If I knew, I would have already had like some elk and deer. I'd be like fucking wearing a bear fucking skin right fucking now, dude.
It's
Check
like
this
shooting
shit out.
paper; it just bleeds.
$25.50 for Illinois.
Do it, Leo.
Do it.
Go kill you some deer meat and bring it back to the ghetto.
That means I have to buy a shotgun.
Oh,
bring your e-bike out there, like ride your e-bike out to where you can go hunting, and then like strap it onto your shoulders and wear it like a backpack.
Right.
As you're fucking bringing it back through the hood, and people are like, "Hey, yo, Leo, nice deer, yo." You're like, "Word," and you keep riding past them.
Yeah, I'd recommend not doing that.
I think our license in South Carolina is like $36 for 3 years.
What?
But that's cheap.
That's true.
You can do $25 for 6, up to 6 in Arkansas as a resident, or you can just get a $10.50 modern gun.
Do you guys have ticks and stuff where you live at?
Oh, God, yeah. We got
Ticks,
everywhere.
chiggers.
Yep.
Yeah, got chiggers.
We got things that rhyme with chiggers too.
Because we don't have that shit.
No, you
here.
don't. It's Nebraska.
Yeah, we got a lot of Somalians, Leo.
Nah.
Like I've never seen ticks in like maybe there's ticks in Colorado. I've never fucking seen them. I've never seen them on an animal. I've never seen, you know what I mean? Like it's just not something that you see in Colorado. So therefore, you don't have to worry about things like Lyme disease. You can be out in the woods and, you know, something bites you like a fucking mosquito. You're not like, oh no, do I have West Nile now? Like, no, that shit doesn't live up here.
We get
I get a tick on me about every time I cut grass.
Oh my God.
Do you guys ever catch some fucking Lyme disease?
No.
Nah, you get them off there quick enough, you're all right.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty terrible thing to catch.
You just hose down with DEET and get cancer.
Yep. Just a little bit of cancer. I mean,
Yeah, die like a man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole conspiracy theory about Lyme disease in the first place because there was a Project Paperclip Nazi scientist who was brought over to the United States post-World War II who had been working on tick-borne diseases as a means to spread disease in warfare. So what the idea is that you would like drop like tick bombs over a city and everybody would get fucking bit by these infected ticks and you would catch whatever disease it is that they developed that would transmit from the tick to the human in a lab. And it was on this island. I forget the name of it, but it's not too far from Lyme, New Jersey, I believe is where it is. It's like 3 miles or 9 miles off the coast or something like that is this island where post-World War II, they used to do experimentation with diseases, they had like a disease center on the island. And the thought is that this guy who'd been working with ticks infected ticks with whatever disease that they invented in the lab. Some of the ticks got out onto the island and they were surviving and mating and thriving on the island where birds land. And then the birds pick up ticks and then fly over to the mainland. And that's where the first case of Lyme disease happened, was in Lyme, New Jersey. That's why they call it Lyme disease. Rocky Mountain spotted fever. What is that even? I'm going to look that one up. Rocky Mountain spotted fever is a potentially fatal bacterial disease transmitted to humans through the bite of infected ticks. There you go. It's characterized by classic triad of symptoms: fever, rash, and history of tick bite. The rash typically starts on the extremities and spreads towards the trunk. What's the trunk? Not everyone develops a rash, and symptoms can vary according to the Oklahoma Department of Health. Yeah, but then you look at the map and it's like Colorado has a very low propensity. So it's not zero, but...
Look up AGS, alpha-gal syndrome. You get that from ticks too. Makes it where you can't eat red meat.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
That's messed up, man.
Makes you like allergic to it. It's not like you just can't. It's not like only you can't eat it, but like your body rejects it.
Yeah, that's what Klaus is going to make us all get, so that way we can't eat meat. He's a bastard.
You mean William Gates?
All of them. Found out Gates owns a metric shitload of farmland in Nebraska. Like 20 million acres. I mean, he owns
everywhere.
it
A ton in Washington State too.
Yeah,
he's the largest private landowner in Arkansas.
Yeah,
just take it back, bro. I think that's what we should do. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, you're China and you own all this land. Sweet. We live here now. Do something about it. Oh, you're Bill Gates? You own this farm? Cool. Well, I farmed it and harvested all the corn. Eat my dick.
There's
if it wasn't for the police, they wouldn't be able to do any of this.
There's apparently a lake in Washington State that backs up directly on Gates' farmland property that the Native American tribes had to sue him to fish it. Because it's technically their land.
Now, is it Gates or is it old Ted Turner? Because he's got a huge ranch out in Mexico.
It's Gates.
No, water's hard because water doesn't technically count as land, so they should be able to do it regardless.
Yeah, it was like fishing water rights or something is what they had to fight him in court for, is what it was.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
on their tribal fishing lands.
Ted Turner was responsible for the Georgia Guidestones. He's the one who funded it.
Yeah, I totally believe he did, for sure.
I don't know that for a fact, but that is what that is the information that I've gleaned.
Have you seen the maps?
I don't know either, so cover myself.
Have you seen the maps in circulation of like the prediction of what the U.S. would look like sea level wise after the pole shift and the correlation between billionaires buying land?
No, but okay. Pole shift. What does that mean to you? When you hear the words pole shift, what is happening?
Magnetic field shift.
It's the physical location of the magnetic poles moving from one point on the surface of the Earth to another point. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Right.
How does that affect the water levels on the planet exactly?
The globe, the world isn't actually a sphere. It's oblong, like an egg.
Slightly, yeah.
So, if that shifts or whatever.
Right, but the poles have nothing to do with the axis. So the Earth spins on an axis, like a top, right? The magnetic poles have nothing to do with the north-south axis on which the Earth spins. They are two separate things. So moving the magnetic North Pole would make your compass point in a different direction. It might let in more electromagnetic radiation from the sun, because in the process of a magnetic pole shift, the idea is that the Earth's geomagnetic sphere would be temporarily weakened and allow more cosmic energy, cosmic rays that are normally blocked by that basically shield that's put up by the Earth, right? It would potentially let more of that in for a short period. I don't see how it would affect the water levels.
It would affect migration, and it does something kind of like the moon to the water, but I don't know right offhand to argue it.
Well, and again, it has to do with stuff that's going on the inside of the planet, right? Like the idea is that there's basically a spinning sphere of iron in the center of the Earth, and that slow rotation of that spinning sphere of iron creates the magnetic sphere around the planet. And it's just like a magnet, like it's got a positive and a negative side, and sometimes it moves around. And we don't really know why. I mean, we know that it happens because there's iron that's inside of magma that when it hardens. All of the iron lines up with the North Pole, right? It all points in the same direction. And if you look at it under a microscope, you can see which direction all of the iron is pointing, basically, right? And then you can infer from that which direction the North Pole was when that lava was laid down, and that's how they know that the pole has moved in the past. So, again, I don't see how it changes the water level on the Earth. Like, explain that to me.
I don't see how it does either.
Okay, then.
I wasn't saying that it would.
Ask
I was just
Rock.
asking a question. But
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I
I
don't.
mean, I
understand-
agree with you that it doesn't immediately and directly reflect it, but
Well, like, if you thought, if the thought was that the pole shift means that the entire surface of the planet has to suddenly get shifted over, which is going to cause giant tidal waves or something, which I think did happen at the end of the Younger Dryas period when the poles melted. Like, the North Pole was covered with miles of ice and it all melted in a very short period of time, dumping into the oceans, which then changed the weight distribution over the surface of the Earth, which made things move around, you know. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm behind, but just for the sakes of saying you can hunt on national forest land, at least in Utah, but BLM land isn't national forest land. They are completely separate.
that's what I was thinking.
I thought national forest land was BLM land, but BLM land isn't necessarily national forest land, is what I thought it was. But oh, did I miss a super chat? Did I miss super chat? I missed a super chat. I did. Calvin says AGS doesn't make you allergic to long pork, though.
Ooh.
Muffin Top has something to share.
No. That's for me and mine.
There's like that one dude who's just like everyone else is dying of fucking starvation, and there's like that really, really fat dude.
What's that guy eating? I don't know.
He's just like greasy fingers all the time and stuff. His house smells really, really bad for some reason.
His name rhymes with Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, wait a minute.
What was that movie with Will Smith where they're walking on the road or whatever? Was it The Road? Book of Eli. That's what it was. And they came across like the old people's house and everything. Like, it's like, oh, the grass is green and everything's nice. And
that was
they try to
Denzel
poison
Washington.
them and eat them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It was Denzel Washington, not Will Smith.
Yeah.
oh,
Different black guy.
I get my
Jeez.
black people confused sometimes.
You're probably thinking of I Am Legend.
They're all Will Smith to me.
Jesus.
You're gonna take that, Leo.
Leo.
What did you say, Will Smith?
Will Smith, you gonna take that?
I don't even care. I wish I had Will Smith money.
Yeah.
We call you Chicago Will Smith.
I'm glad I don't have Will Smith's family.
Yeah. His wife's a cheating hoe.
Yeah, they both do it.
Yeah,
There's-
but it proves he never had her heart,
Yeah.
and that's
It
a
was a
sad.
lavender marriage from
That's
the
a life wasted. And then his queer
was
kids.
just she was just more reckless with it.
That's what he
Keep
gets
my
for making I Am
wife's
Legend
name
too.
out your motherfucking mouth.
That whole thing was directly from like some movie that came out like 5 years before that, like word for word, basically, including the slap.
Do you think that was some sort of like a publicity stunt that somehow backfired?
No, yeah.
Like they were gonna like Will Smith was gonna slap fucking Chris Tucker, and they were going to promote something. I don't know what the fucking idea
Chris
was,
Rock.
but everyone was just like, "Oh, Will Smith's a bitch." I didn't know that.
We all knew that.
Now you went from Chris Rock to Chris Tucker.
Loser JJA79 says name changes never work the way you think they will. Don't be surprised if your views and subscribers go down from here. It confuses the base you already had. I think we're about the same where we normally are, at least right now on this chat at this very moment.
If anything, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and you've sprung back because you've got 60 concurrent watching.
Build back better, baby.
Boom.
Remember when Will Smith was president? What movie was that?
Oh, it's because Obama's black. Get it?
Oh.
Holy shit. I think Muffin Top finally got something before the rest of us.
You guys are bastards. I catch that kind of shit all the time.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
We're all over here trying to like go through the Rolodex of our mind, remember movies. He's like, it's because he's black.
Got him.
And all the black women are Lady Will Smith.
Yep, this is accurate.
Letitia Smith.
No, they would just be Jada Pinkett Smith.
Well.
Hyphenated last names.
Fucking G.I. Jane. Poor Leo. Who's Leo?
Yeah, this is Will Smith.
mean
Pay attention.
Chicago Will Smith? Where's Los Angeles Will Smith, by the way?
They bagged him up in the ice raids.
They say it's close enough color.
I can't even think of his actual name now all of a sudden.
Shot red?
Yeah, there we
She.
go. Why are you both red?
Why?
Because we're both light skinned.
I thought you
Is that just what you call light skin is red? What's up, red?
Red bone.
Yeah.
Red bone.
No red bones for the women. Red is for the men.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Leo.
You learned me something.
I didn't know. I thought you had like red hair or something. I don't know what the fuck I thought.
Yeah, that too.
See, that's why you're fucking. God damn it. That is why you're Leo red, because you have red hair. But I guess there's also some racist shit going on there. Okay. But you're just embracing the racism?
My God.
Yes.
That's a good channel name. Embracing racism.
Yes.
I bet that'll take off.
Yeah, you're gonna get some followers.
You want to have the
That
audience.
you want to, like, when they're like, oh, and tell me the name of your channel. It's called. Wait for it.
Yeah, don't put that on your front line. That's for sure.
How many Chicago Will Smiths would it be if it worked that way? I mean, they're only Chicago Will Smith if you know them. That's fucking funny. And what else is going on in the world? Oh, did you hear about the weed manufacturing plants in California that got busted by ICE, and they arrested like 500 people who were working at these weed facilities?
Yeah, I've seen the video. Yep.
And there was like a whole bunch of them that were underage children who had been trafficked and were being used as slave labor inside of these fucking facilities. As far as I understand.
Yep.
And the left is saying that ICE is kidnapping these children. Like, or saving them from fucking indentured servitude inside of a fucking, like a weed sweatshop in the middle of fucking California somewhere.
But we need our weed, Honda. Those little fingers can get in there and get it so good.
My God.
Calhoun says like trying to at E Honda and it's getting old. Sorry, dude. I mean, I still see it. So
If you check that first link I dropped in the private chat, there's talk of how these Indians that are coming over on H-1B visas into the tech industry are scamming us.
%95 of engineers in India can't program, yet they're hired over American engineers as H-1Bs to program. China is 100% going to win the AI game against the US. The smart American engineers can't get a job. They replace the Indians who don't know how to do their job / use fraudulent credentials to staff all major US companies. Makes sense with how the fucking bro, like they keep outsourcing fucking programming. Like at my work, they're like, "Oh, we need this fucking thing for our computer program," and you can tell that it's done by people who speak English like second, because they had to program a button for Jello shots, right? Jello. But in order to find the button for Jello shot, you have to go to G, because G is for Jello, because they don't know how to spell fucking Jello in goddamn India or whatever the fuck it is. It's so confusing.
Because they spell it Gello.
I think they spelled it Gelo. Jello.
It's probably British English.
Yeah, like gelato or something, probably.
No, it's called retarded fucking faggots, is what it is.
So subtle, Honda.
I'm tired of these fucking retarded faggots.
Oh,
Stop
could be
covering
worse.
for the fucking retarded ass faggots.
You could have one of these
I
douchebags
almost
trying to
said the
run for your
gamer
governor
word.
next year.
What would our sponsors say?
Well, they won't be
Drink
jealous.
some Aquafina.
And after you're done doing your faggotry, grab your Aquafina to replenish and rehydrate. Have at it in round 2.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be getting any AG1
Oh, man.
to support us.
Man, you just said AG1 and it made my tummy rumble.
Some greens.
Like I thought about it.
Bill Cosby and his GELLO pudding pops.
That's just Will Smith Cosby.
I don't
There's
think I
a
ever
whole
had
new
the
meaning
pudding
now
pop.
with
That's
everything
date
coming
rape
out.
Will Smith.
Has anyone ever had the pudding pop before? I had the Jello.
Oh,
I mean, like
man,
the Jello pudding.
those pudding pops were the shit in the 90s.
Dude, I'll still get
I
pudding
think I
pops
tried it
on
once.
occasion. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, man, they were good.
I also like French silk pie.
Never had that either.
Key lime pie?
No, I love key lime pie.
Key lime's
Yeah.
okay. French silk is better.
No way. Key lime pie's the bomb, bro.
I'll eat a slice of both right now.
Honda wants his name to be more professional so we can lure them in and drop gay slurs.
I will say the best pies I've ever had were made by Mennonites.
The best what?
The best pie I ever had was made by Mennonites.
Just grandma, baby.
Them and the Amish both. They don't shy away from pork fat and sugar.
Butter.
Lard, they call it.
Yeah, we don't really have like Amish here. We have the Mennonite people that are like the
Alright.
discount Amish that actually
kind of
embrace
pie was
technology.
The discount.
It was some kind of strawberry pie.
Strawberry pie.
Ooh, strawberry.
Yeah, it was in the
rhubarb
summertime. It was
pie.
actually really good.
Oh, that's so good.
Well,
I like
Ohio's-
the strawberry rhubarb. Rhubarb's good.
Oh, fuck.
That might have been what it was. Actually, it might have
It's
been a
so
strawberry
good.
rhubarb mix.
Oh, I got
Really
one for
tart?
y'all. You ever
Pecan
had gooseberry pie?
Oh, yeah. Where's
No.
the mulberry pie at?
Gooseberry.
No, a mulberry. is way
Midnight cream pie.
better. That's a different channel.
Jedediah's making one of those right now.
Loving every minute.
Nice.
Well, it's Sunday. They all bathed today. It's all fresh.
Together.
Fresh,
Nice.
clean.
Yeah, I agree. What the fuck is a gooseberry?
So it
Good
has
shit.
the mouth. Yeah, it has the mouthfeel of a grape, and it tastes tart, even slightly bitter. It's not real good. My grandpa always made one, so everybody ate it, and I'll miss it now.
We had a crabapple tree in my front yard growing up. And if you ate them at the optimum time, when they were as sweet as they would get, they were almost edible.
Or
They're
if you
still
make
pretty
jam
fucking
with it,
tart.
it's pretty good.
Like if you were like starving and be like, oh, thank God we have these super tart berries that we can eat that will give us some sort of caloric intake. But if you have anything else, you generally wouldn't do that.
There's a lot more edible plants out there that people don't realize are edible.
I don't think you're supposed
It's
to
all
eat
edible
crab
once.
That's up your stomach.
This is true.
I don't know. We definitely ate some crab. I'm not like a ton of them at any, like not in one sitting. You know, would you eat a ton? But we definitely ate some crab apples.
Pecan pie is my favorite here in the South.
Mm.
I've had pecan trees all over.
I don't
My
think I have a
grandparents had
favorite.
them.
I don't think I have a favorite pie.
I like pecan pie, but what is that fucking weird Jello shit on the inside?
Cairo syrup.
K-Rose syrup.
You ever watch Cooking History with Max? I can't think of his last name. Max Miller, maybe. He shows the evolution of pecan pie in America
No
pre
way.
and post World War One.
That might be
Blueberry
the fattest thing
pie.
I've heard
World
all
War
night.
One is where the Cairo syrup came from. Before
Blueberry
that,
pie. Okay,
it
I
was
like
made
that.
different.
Blueberry.
If you're too stupid to be put on trial, like they're gonna like let you go because of mental incompetence, do you think? I think that you should be given a greater sentence, not a lesser sentence.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of those recently where people were claiming mental incompetence, and I'm like, you should have put to death, man. You killed people. Go fuck yourself.
Well, they need to bring back the asylums, make them live out their term in there. In a padded room.
Yep, pretty tired of it. Pretty tired of it. Well, anybody else got any stories or anything that they want to talk about? Because I really got nothing right now. I blew my whole load on the Trump thing. I
Yeah,
made
I
my
missed all
argument.
that.
I don't know.
There
You guys
apparently is.
agree with me? Did I make a good argument? Am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right?
I dropped
think
it in the back
partially
chat. Wired magazine has said that they believe that the Epstein cell footage has been doctored. Like they say that the metadata shows that it's been altered with Adobe Photoshop Premium or Pro or something, whatever the headline says. And
Well,
then
even if
that
it wasn't altered,
it's been
it doesn't
saved
show
4 times.
anything. It doesn't show the doorway that leads to his cell. It shows a doorway that leads to a hallway that leads to his cell, of which there are other doorways that lead to that same hallway. So therefore, they could show that whole tape all they fucking want. Let's say it's 100% legit. Let's say that that minute missing is legit. Let's say that it isn't edited. Is that proof of anything? No. Obviously not. obvious. It's a red herring that they're putting out in front of people and saying, "Hey, look at this. This is proof. Argue about this." But it's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's evidence of nothing. So, yeah, I mean, unless they showed like a guy like walking in the door with a noose or something, you know, I guess you could show like positive evidence that they're, you know.
Yeah, but that's the point.
The absence of evidence is not evidence that nothing happened.
I missed it, Honda. So what's your quick synopsis on what about the Epstein stuff?
If they had dirt on Trump, they would have released it already.
I agree with that.
Trump is probably using the list to get his own agenda done because it's more valuable to use the blackmail list on the most important, powerful people in the world to get the most important, powerful people in the world to do what you want, even if it's like gross and dirty, than releasing the list and getting nothing for it. Because if you release the list and all of these people get thrown in jail and all of the turmoil and all the things happen, you don't get any deals done, and it's not really that good for America. And it probably leads us to World War III.
So do you think on his way out the door for the final time he'll release it then, or he'll just never see the light of day?
Maybe. Okay. Maybe. I'm not holding my breath.
Right, yeah.
Or he's keeping it to just prevent them to not to kill him, like they tried. Yep.
Do you? Okay, here's another theory. Remember when they like raided fucking Trump's estate trying to find all of the top secret documents that he supposedly had?
Yeah.
What if they thought that some of the top secret documents that he secretly had were the Epstein files, and they had to do everything that they could as soon as he was out of office to get those out of his hands so he couldn't use them for anything? And what if he didn't have the files and they just showed up and they tore apart Barron Trump's room and freaked out and did all the things, and then it turns out like, oh, he just had some stuff for his library? Oh, well, I don't know, use the media and play it off. Blame him for something else. Indict him for 33 things. You know? So, yeah, that's my synopsis. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just want to know if they hold on all these journalists that makes them not want to go against the left, besides money and stuff. I mean, you think somebody would have cracked by now, but they don't.
A lot of it's usually assertive destruction stuff. It's like the same thing with Hollywood. Not everybody's a pedophile, but there's enough that have dirt on them that they're not going to out the ones who actually are active pedophiles.
How many people at CNN, do you remember this from a couple of years ago? How many people from CNN got arrested for having pedophilic information on their computers or for trying to hit up a minor? Or it was more that it was like senior editors and people like that at CNN at a point were just dropping like flies because they were getting caught fucking with child porn and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or they were just doing, weird shit like that tubing guy jerking off on a live stream.
And it's like, you don't have to control the entire, like every single person, like every single reporter who works at CNN, for instance, I doubt is in on whatever it is. The editor-in-chief, the board of directors, the CEO, like those level people, I think are. You don't have to control the whole field. You just have to control certain fucking choke
aspects of it.
Yeah. And like, if you're the senior editor and it's like, I choose what stories you write about and what stories you don't. I choose what goes in the paper and what doesn't. If you are someone who is going to write stories that I don't like, I'm going to fire you. I'm not even going to hire you in the first place. So they get these kids out of college who are already ideologically captured by the universities who train them to be activists and to have certain points of view. And through their position as editor or whatever, they direct these people to write stories that they know that they're already going to write, and use that as propaganda to get their point across. And some people, I'm sure there are fucking individual journalists who are 100% read in, right?
Right.
But I'm also sure that those people have probably been to the island, you know? So, what do you think about my take in my last chat, says Calhoun? Or was it a CIA op and it makes us look too bad internationally? Maybe caught up in a bunch of foreign leaders would piss off too many allies, and now he can use it as leverage. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, international, it's not just American business leaders and people in politics in America. It's anywhere in the world. Anyone who that they can get dirt on, they're happy to get it. They're happy to collect that. They're happy to use that information once they have it collected, I'm sure, to twist the screws on people and get them to change policies or get them to do whatever it is that they want, you know? And yeah, like the fact that we're not in the midst of World War III right now might be the fact that we have not seen that list. And if we had seen that list, then things would have progressed the other way, because people would be like, well, I'm outed. I might as well take it to the nth degree now. I might as well go as far as I can with this thing, and as far as you can is going to be World War III. And
Yeah,
that's a scary fucking thought. And the question that I asked was, would you rather have the Epstein list and sacrifice your children, or keep your children and not have the list?
Right. But that's where I think, like, Diddy come into play. He controlled the entertainment world like Epstein controlled the political and financial world.
Yeah, but the difference about the Diddy thing, though, is we know who the victims are. We know who the guilty parties are. We know what the evidence is. This information is publicly available. Whereas for the Ghislaine Maxwell case, which was the only one that actually went to court because fucking Epstein killed himself before he could, and the trial that he had before that years ago was like very limited in scope, and they basically charged him for the smallest thing they could possibly charge him for, and gave him the tiniest slap on the wrist that they could give him for that, you know. And as far as Ghislaine Maxwell goes, she got thrown into prison for trafficking children. Wait for it. To Jeffrey Epstein and herself. So they were trafficking children. And by the way, there are supposedly thousands of girls, thousands of people who are victims of Epstein. There was some, when Epstein died, there was a part of his estate that was set aside to pay off Epstein victims. And so far, there's been approximately 250 of them that have been paid off. And part of being paid off is you have to sign an NDA. So these 250 girls who have come forward and gotten money from the estate have all had to sign an NDA and can't talk about anything. So, yeah. And then there's, you know, who knows how many other. There's supposedly thousands, you know, like 2,000, something like that. So that would mean there's about 1,700, give or take, other fucking victims out there who have not come forward because they either want to talk about it or they're too afraid to talk about it, more likely.
There's also a bunch that are coming up suicided now.
So, yeah, dude.
Honda, have you seen the...
Go ahead.
Have you seen the Ice Block app?
No, I don't know what that is.
It was an app created for illegals and the allies of illegals to report when ICE has been spotted in a location.
Yep.
And CNN talked about it a few days ago. So now there's some trying to seek action against CNN for promoting it, you know, interfering in government activities or whatever obstruction charges they can get them on. But then there's other people on the right pushing for everyone to download it and just falsely report sightings just to keep them on their toes.
Yep, I'm looking at it on the App Store right now. It says ice blocks. See something, tap something.
No, tap them, all right.
Tap that ice.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the Diddy and Maxwell cases, the one thing both of them have in common is that James Comey's daughter was the prosecutor.
Oh,
No
Comey.
way.
Keep expecting you to say like more, but then it's not there.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Is that because she's the prosecuting attorney for the U.S. out of New York?
I believe so.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, it's been about an hour and a half, which is how long we normally go for the Gay Frog Chats. I do hope that everyone has had a wonderful time and has maybe gleaned a little information or come up with a new argument or a new point of view tonight on the whole fucking situation. And if not, go fuck yourself. I don't know what to say. But
So subtle.
anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Tuesday, yo, for the Tuesday 2A Tuesday chat word. Deuces, y'all. Shut up, Ian Fridge. Shuba Shabanama to pressure Batacath care prick the troops. 2 words made in America. I want to talk to you, motherfucker. Call me.
Bye.
I want to talk to you, motherfucker. Call me. Call me. Call me.